The age of the customer is the new age. It's replacing the age of the seller. In the age of the seller, the three main elements of the relationship between a customer and a seller are the product, the information, and the buying decision. The seller has always had the product and the information. The customer has always had control of the buying decision. In the age of the customer, this middle one shifts to the customer having control. So now of the three major elements, instead of the seller having control of two and the customer one, now the customer has control of two and the seller one. So now the seller has control of the product, the customer has all the information they need, and they have the buying decision. So it's now the age of the customer, and your business has to realize that. And if you don't like it, you just got to get over it, because that ship has sailed. The main thing is you have to realize that customers have lots of options these days for connecting with you. And you've got to make sure that your company is providing them with those options. I talk about customers saying to you today, I'm going to your website. I went to your website and I like it, but I'm not going to come back for a while, but I still want to hear from you so you can follow me home. So on your website, you should give people the opportunity to let them give you permission to follow them home, meaning, would you like to subscribe to my newsletter? They give you their email address. If they're a customer and you order something for them or you're fixing something for them, then you're going to want to say to them, can we email you when your product is in? Can we email you when things are finished? Would you like to follow us on Twitter? Would you like, whatever it may be. The main thing is customers have lots of options for connecting with sellers, but also to follow up with sellers. And they're giving you permission to follow them home today. And if you're not doing that, then you may become irrelevant. There are two kinds of communities that small business owners should be paying attention to. One are the communities that their customers or their prospects are in, which might be out there in the social media world. And so they need to be going there and finding people there. But then hopefully they're building their own communities that literally are built around the company, your company as a seller, the company, the values of the company, and so you're going to where customers are, prospects are, but then you're also trying to attract them to where you are, and you actually can be in those communities in both places. The one out there, you have less of an influence with because it's not your community. The one here that you built, you can influence that community, you can build it. But one thing to remember, you can never control those communities. It's the age of the customer. The customer controls the community. They control the discussion. They control what's being said. You can influence it by introducing information, but you can't control how it goes because they can say and do whatever they want to. They can say your company is good or your company's not good. You can't control that. You can only respond to it and maybe influence it. You have never met a bigger champion of chambers than Jim Blasingame. I've been a member of my chamber since 1977. That's right, the last millennium. I believe in chambers. No one has ever told a radio, internet audience more than I have. If you're a small business owner, you must be a member of your chamber. And if you're asking, what has the chamber done for me? Remember this, you are the chamber. The chamber is made up of business owners, primarily small business owners. And so if you're asking, what has my chamber done for me? Well, guess what? What have you done for the chamber? And what the Chamber of Commerce is an organization that's unique in this way. It cuts across all the boundaries. When politicians can't discuss something, the chamber can take it under discussion. When the business community can't discuss something or can't get involved in something, the chamber cuts across all those things. When academia has a problem with issues, the chamber cuts across all those things. The chamber, in my opinion, the Chamber of Commerce is a nexus between sports, the arts, academia, business, politics. It cuts across all those things. But mostly, chambers of commerce represent the interests of small business owners. And as you can tell, I'm a big fan. And if you're not a member of your local Chamber of Commerce, I want to know why.